Okay, so what if a single document dated for today outlined an anti-terrorism investigation
Right.
that ended with, well, dissolving an entire government, the monarchy, declaring a new state, all in just a few pages?
Yeah, it sounds pretty extraordinary, doesn't it? And that's exactly what we're looking at today.
We're diving into this document called London Underground Limited, LUL, Capstone Estates Limited, CEL, Anti-terrorism Investigation Flowchart.
And the author claims to be the head of state of Earth, and like you said, dated September 14th, 2025.
Our mission really is to just walk through the claims in this flowchart. I mean, the format itself, a flowchart, it suggests this step-by-step, almost inevitable path.
It does. A very structured approach to, well, revolutionary change.
So we'll just extract the narrative, treat it impartially, as it's presented, just to understand the vision here. Let's unpack this.
Okay, so it kicks off with an alleged sonic attack, a long-range acoustic device, or LRA, on a London tube train.
Affecting passengers, the driver,
Yeah,
even law enforcement.
exactly. And right after that, it claims communications hacking started. And apparently that persists through this whole documented process.
Doesn't waste any time, does it? How quickly do these things, snowball?
Very quickly. The investigation, according to this document, concludes the UK failed. Failed to protect London, its people, the officer involved.
And then it immediately broadens out.
Yeah, massively. It states the UN, NATO, EU, U.S. partners were told, but this failure just continued.
Yeah.
The UK was deemed uncontactable or subverted.
Wow, okay. So not just a UK problem, but potentially a compromised international system, too. Is that the implication?
That seems to be it. That suspicion of subversion just extends. It's not just the UK anymore.
Who else?
The document names the EU, Andorra, Switzerland, Vatican City, Norway, NATO, and the UN, all suspected subverted. It even mentions cyber attacks on their communications.
So this cascade leads to, I think it's point 6 in the chart, where the UK government is just ineffective.
That's the word used. Subverted or powerless, but certainly ineffective.
Yeah.
And the consequence is immediate. Suspicion of state failure. It culminates in the UK being labeled a failed and possibly a rogue state. Apparently, it ignored some kind of constitution vulnerability warning.
And the military gets
The
involved.
document says the British Armed Forces are briefed that the civilian government has completely failed.
Okay, so state failure declared. Then what? The document claims a really fast unilateral resolution.
Unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
It describes the unconstituted, illegal, failed UK being replaced. Just like that.
It's replaced with what?
A new legal state of Great Britain, which apparently then applies for UN membership. It mentions emergency laws, a new police force called the Watch, and nationalizing the Bank of England.
For stability, presumably. But then the name changes again, almost right away.
Yeah, it mentions a technicality. The state gets renamed Earth, and territories become Earth states.
Earth states. Okay. And how is this Earth funded?
It talks about creating a statute book via executive orders and issuing legal Earth bonds. Glow bonds, they call them. Yeah. And those original companies, LUL and CEL, they get nationalized too to provide services.
What really strikes me is how it labels the entire UK state and even the Crown as terrorist organizations.
It's a complete redefinition, isn't it? Sweeping away history in the context of this single investigation, both UK and Crown classed as terrorist groups.
Which then forces a new monetary system.
Exactly, and leads to the Earth Territory of Great Britain, or ETGB, being set up. It gets its own bonds too, G-bonds, like a regional version of the glow bonds.
It's just a total system rewrite, like wiping centuries of political, even religious history clean overnight.
Absolutely. The monarchy and crown, formally dissolved, abolished, even across what it calls Commonwealth republics,
The Church of England.
disestablished. It even mentions starting reforms on the Vatican and the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, plus land reform, nationalizing suspect UK corporate structures as funding vehicles, seizing assets.
Just keep going. What about defense? You can't set up a state without defense.
Right. It outlines a new British military forces, NATO-compatible force. This replaces the old armed forces, which are now deemed terror-supporting.
And then it details trying to get the word out.
Yeah, but it notes a news blackout, suspects structure failure in newspapers, unions, political parties, communication breakdown.
So what are the next steps proposed in the document if communication fails?
It considers formally requesting NATO military support, or even ordering an invasion of the UK by other Earth states.
It even seems to contemplate classifying NATO itself as terrorists if things go wrong.
That's right. Ineffective, obsolete, and terrorist is the potential classification for NATO if communication fails. It even considers dissolving EU states if LRAD attacks continue there. It's a truly global-scale reimagining.
So, okay, we've just walked through this really quite astonishing document. It lays out this incredibly rapid unilateral shift from an alleged terror attack and government subversion to completely new state structures, policing, military finance, the works.
And dissolving huge historical institutions, the monarchy, Church of England, reclassifying major international bodies, all stemming from this one investigation flowchart.
It presents this world where established orders can just be declared failed and replaced almost instantly with immense authority claimed by the author.
Which raises a pretty big question for you. Listen,
Yeah.
how do we even begin to make sense of information like this? Information that just fundamentally redefines politics, nations.
Especially when it comes from such an unexpected source and, well, challenges everything we thought we knew.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot to ponder.